on there. All right, so to start our class today, the first thing we'd actually want to do is go to mykw.kw.com or kw.1login.com. All right, either one will take you pretty much the exact same location. All right, so I'm currently under kw.1login.com, as we can see on here. All right, and the first thing that you want to do is obviously sign in with your username and password. Now, you can change your username and your password. I just want to give you guys a heads up on that one. So if you have a funky password, it's usually a computer-generated one. That's no problem at all. We'll actually show you where you can access the change password section today, too. Now, there is a forgot password option down here in case you ever do forget your password. All right, or even a help section in case you need help recovering your username and password. Now, if you forget your password, though, this will go to your kw.com email only. All right, it does not go to your preferred email anymore, unfortunately. All right, so I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So when we get to our kw.com email section, it is very important to know what your login and password for that are. All right, so once we actually go inside the myKW platform, now we can actually take a look at our entire KW platform. All right, so this is the intranet homepage that we're taking a look at right now. All right, so the first thing that we're actually going to see on here, all right, is going to be our e-edge control panel. All right, and this is going to be a good bulk of what we're going to pay attention to today. All right, so let's just kind of go counterclockwise down here, just in a big circle. So the top left, we have our profile section. Now, this profile will not only display for other KW agents, but it'll also display on kw.com when someone's searching for an agent. All right, you can also pop up in Google when people are searching for your name, too. All right, so if I actually go to google.com real quick, all right, and I search for Lori Godfrey. I'm just going to search for her name, not even Keller Williams. All right, you can see Lori Godfrey Suntech Corridor actually pops up on here. All right, so as you can, I don't know why Animal from the Muppets on here, but as you can see, her website pops up, her Facebook. We've got LinkedIn on here, some of our other accounts. All right, well, it looks like it may have changed. So let me go through and actually put inside Keller Williams now. All right, and then this will pop up for you. I just want to show you how this will actually auto-populate. So there you go. So I put in Lori Godfrey Keller Williams, all right, and then it automatically comes up with that profile number 1 for her. All right, so based on your SEO, it could be completely different. So the reason I always suggest making sure your profile is optimized is because people are going to search for your name, and they're probably going to search for Keller Williams on here too to see what pops up for you. All right, well, this will pop up pretty high because it's linked with kw.com. All right, so that's your profile up here, and we'll show you some of the bigger things to get it up to 100%, some of the bigger items to help populate it and make sure it's set up correctly. All right, then right below that, you can also search for agents too. Now, I'm going to show you the new referral section that you may want to utilize instead of this search for agent option, all right, because the new referral section is going to be linked up with KW Connect, and this will actually allow you to go through and send referrals automatically. All right, now below that, you're going to have all your production numbers. Now, the production chart that's going to display on here is a very basic production chart. All right, it's not going to be anything too crazy by any means, but it is going to give you an overview of all the different numbers that you might want to take a look at. Now, as you can see on here, it says run Adobe Flash, so you do need Adobe Flash in order for this to actually work. All right, and then as you can see, do you want to allow Flash? So I'm going to click Allow on here. All right, so you may need to download Flash on your computer for this to actually work, and you may need to allow for it. All right, but then here's what our production's actually going to look like. All right, so when taking a look at it, we can actually see our production trends for the past 12 months. Now, if you notice, this goes from April to March, so it doesn't include April 2018, even though today's April 17th. All right, and the reason for that is because those analytics or those production items will come after, all right, the month. Once transmittal occurs, that should then pop up. All right, we do have our cap status over here along with our anniversary. All right, so that way if you want to see how much has been paid back to the market center, how much you might have remaining. All right, in addition to that, you can see your GCI. All right, this is obviously front and center for you right when you log in, so that way that's one of the main items you'll probably want to take a look at each day. All right, and then just a few ratios over here as well. Now, there is a View Full Report option at the very top up here in case you want to search for additional reports that you can pull 24/7 on all of your analytics and all of your production. Now, coming back over to this e-edge control panel, we're going to talk about all 6 of these items. So the one at the top left is the My Leads section. All right, so this can be a culmination of any new leads that you have that come over to your platform. All right, so whether someone signs up on your website, on your app, on your profile, all right, this is where a new lead will come over. All right, so once someone is added as a brand new lead, they'll automatically be added to the lead sections. That way you can contact them immediately. Now all leads are also added to the My Contacts section. Alright, so the My Contacts section is where you can actually add contacts. You can add them to groups. You can organize your database. Alright, this is kind of your main database of your CRM that you'd want to utilize. Now to add a contact, it's pretty simple. You can just click the plus sign next to My Contacts and go to Add New Contacts. Alright, then you can add a new contact immediately. They also have the option to bulk upload contacts from a CSV file, standing for comma separated values. I had to think about that for a second. Alright, so in case you want to upload from a CSV file, which is basically a form of Excel, that's an option too. Alright, but one thing to note, you cannot have duplicate contacts. Alright, so in this case, you can have multiple John Smiths, but you can't have multiple johnsmith@gmail.com. Alright, so if you happen to have a contact that's already in the system, it won't allow you to add them again. Now above that, we also happen to have the My Marketing section. This is where you'll do most of your marketing materials. Alright, so on here you're going to have the option to create marketing pieces. Alright, whether you want to create flyers, postcards, you can create listing and buyer presentations. Alright, there are a bunch of different options that are available for you. And then you can even manage and create your own campaigns. Alright, so there are free email campaigns that you can utilize. Alright, and that was free, not 3. Sorry about that. There are free email campaigns that do not cost anything. Alright, then they also have print marketing campaigns that obviously would cost something for you to go through and order the printing. Then you'd obviously have to pay for it to be printed, shipped, everything of that sort. Alright, so we're going to show you where to find those different marketing pieces later on today. Now those are the 2 big things under My Marketing I usually suggest taking a look at. Now if you do want to work on your eEdge website, there are 2 websites that you can choose from. Alright, so the older website is the eEdge website, and if you do want to access that, you can actually click on Manage eEdge website right over here to access that 24/7. Alright, now below My Marketing, we have the My Email section. Now in addition to the 2 websites, at KW you do receive 2 email addresses. You'll receive your eEdge email that's linked up with the eEdge CRM, and then also your KW.com email. Now many agents will utilize the KW.com email only, and that's typically the main one to use. Alright, I'm going to show you how to sign into that very, very soon. The KW.com email is actually a Gmail account, so you can add that over to your phone, to your tablet, to Outlook, onto your desktop laptop. Alright, however you would add a Gmail account. Alright, so that's the good part about this. Now, if you ever send out an email from the eEdge platform and someone sends back an email to that eEdge email, alright, this is where those messages would come. Alright, now we are going to show you how to actually auto-populate your marketing pieces. So that way when someone replies back to a marketing piece you've sent out, it'll automatically forward over to your main email address you wish to use instead of the eEdge one. Alright, so that way you don't have to check multiple inboxes. Alright, now in addition to that, you do have My Transactions up here at the top right. That is going to be your .loop account. Alright, so under My Transactions, this is where you can actually access all your different .loop transactions. Alright, so with that being said on here, alright, when we come over to .loop, you can create a listing loop, you can create a buyer loop, alright, typically just a loop for the property that's being purchased or sold. Alright, now we don't go over that in this class, but the first and fourth Thursday of each month, we do have a class dedicated purely to .loop in our .loop 101 and .loop 201 class. Alright, so feel free to check out scottleroymarketing.com for our previous .loop webinars too. Alright, and then right below that you have action plans. Alright, if you're like me and you like to have certain tasks you need to do each day, then the action plans may be perfect for you. Alright, so under the My Action Plan section, it's going to give you different tasks that you'll need to do for buyers, sellers, open house, so on and so forth. Alright, and you can actually create new templates or new task campaigns too. Alright, it's completely up to you in this case, but if you'd like to see what you need to do each day, this might be perfect. Alright, so this is kind of your eEdge control panel in a very brief nutshell. Now in addition to that, you also happen to have the My Market Center intranet. Now the Market Center intranet is an intranet for your office only. So if I clicked on this My Market Center intranet, that would take me to the intranet for Office 513. Alright, so this will allow me to actually view our training calendar. It'll allow me to view different documents that have been uploaded. I can view different posts that have been sent out. Alright, so there are a bunch of different items that are available on here. Alright, so that's the cool part about this. All right, so that's just kind of a very brief overview of what we're seeing on this homepage on here. Now, in addition to that, I always like to talk about one other big thing, and that's under education. We have KW Connect. All right, so KW Connect is a fantastic place where you can actually view training options that are available for you. All right, so this is a place where you can actually view different training documents. You can view different training webinars. You can actually view your, I keep getting it backwards, CGI calculator. I always want to say GCI calculator. Your CGI calculator. You can view your referral section. This is where you can view Kelly. All right, so KW Connect is pretty much a social media platform just for Keller Williams agents to use. All right, so I'm going to click on KW Connect real quick, just show you how simple it is to get inside. All right. Now, one thing to note on here when taking a look at KW Connect, obviously it is kwconnect.com, but there's not a way to sign in. All right, in order to access kwconnect.com, you'll actually need to go through myKW. All right, and then you can actually view all the different training classes that have been adding in. All right, and as you can see, there are different classes that have been added by KWRI, like Diana Kokoska, right, or even just other classes or other items from team leaders, ASCs, MCAs, different things like that, like from Jay. All right, so you can actually view all these 24/7. All right, so with that being said, you can actually come up to the very, very top, and depending on what type of web browser you're using, if you're using a tablet or an iPhone or an Android, all right, it might look a little bit different, but if you're in a laptop or a desktop, typically it'll display like this at the top. All right, and then you can actually view different memberships that are available. You can view your training calendar for the office or even training calendar for the region too. You can see different resources that are available, including KW Connect Live, which is relatively new. All right, you can actually come down here and view technology items, including different labs that are coming out soon too. All right, so that's obviously a big one to take a look at. All right, you can ask agents questions on here too. All right, and then of course we have Ask Kelly and the My Referral section. All right, so under Ask Kelly, this is the new AI software that's called Kelly. All right, it's basically Keller without the R. All right, so Kelly is going to be your little virtual assistant, basically, kind of your little AI assistant, very similar to Siri or Alexa. Or I just found out there's one for Android called Bixby, I think. All right, so very similar to an AI software on your phone or over on your Echo Dot, Echo Tower. All right, that's what Kelly is meant to be like. All right, now Kelly is obviously brand new, so she doesn't know nearly as much as Siri or Alexa does or anything of that sort. All right, so she is still in beta right now. But ask her questions. The more that she's asked, the more that she can actually learn. All right, so all you have to do to download Kelly is just go to the App or Play Store if you have an iPhone or Android. All right, and then just search for Kelly, K-E-L-L-E. So as you can see, a couple things that you can use Kelly for right now is to build your referral network, which we're going to take a look at in a second. All right, check your schedule if you want to keep everything on one location. All right, you can ask questions as well, and hopefully very soon you can even ask more questions. You can track your CGI goals. You can view the latest Red reports. You can stay updated on events. All right, so it's basically your personal assistant on here. All right, so make sure you go to the App or Play Store if you're on an iPhone or Android, respectively, to download Kelly immediately. All right, then of course we also happen to have My Referrals on here. All right, so under the referral section, all right, this is where you can actually go through and, well, pretty much send out any type of referral you want to. So say, for instance, if you just help someone sell a home I'm in Orlando, so I help someone sell a home in Orlando, all right, then maybe I want to help them find, a new home over in Seattle. Well, obviously, if I'm licensed in Florida, I probably can't help them find a home in Seattle. All right, so that way I can send a referral to an agent over in Washington. All right, so the My Referral section will help out with all of that immediately. All right, so once I click on the My Referral section on here, here we go. All right, then you can actually view all of your current referrals. You can view those that are awaiting responses, those that have been inbound or outbound. You can send a referral up here as well. And then you can even view your referral network. All right, so these are different people that you've added to your referral network that you want to send referrals to. All right, so not only can you view that, you can search on here, obviously, with a little magnifying glass. You can view if you have any pending invitations. So she has 21 she may want to take a look at to see if she wants to add them as a referral. All right, or you can even click Grow My Network on here. Now, when you click on Grow My Network, you can actually search for other agents to add to your referral network. All right, it's going to be based on the Market Center at this time. All right, so it's based on the Market Center. So if I come over here, here's one in New Mexico. So if I click, or I guess not New Mexico, it looks like it's actually in El Paso. I should have looked at where the dot was going. All right, so here's one over in El Paso. So if I want to send someone a referral over in El Paso in this case, all right, then I can actually view all the different agents currently in El Paso. It's currently sorting by random, but then you can actually change the sort. You can view how many closed units they've had for the past 12 months, how many sold units or buy units. All right, you can even invite them to your network. You can send them a referral, or you can click and view all of their information on here too. It looks like that's probably the MCA on here. All right, so you have that available right away. All right, so it's pretty cool how you can actually utilize that. And then, of course, under growth on here, you can actually view your GCI calculator. I had to think about that each time. All right, so in this case, CGI calculator. GCI is what you want to see on your myKW homepage. I keep getting those two backwards. All right, so then you can actually see your career growth initiative on here. All right, so under the career growth initiative, this is going to have your goals for the month of what you need to reach in order to reach your income level that you'd like to be at. All right, so it's going to let you know how many listings you need to take, how many buyers you need to help purchase a home. All right, so this will help out tremendously to give you up-to-date and 24/7 access to what your CGI goals are. So there you go. So your CGI will directly influence your GCI. Gotta love all the acronyms. There you go. All right, so I'm going to hop back over to the myKW homepage real quick. All right, and on the myKW homepage, as you can see on here, we still have that black bar at the very, very top. The next thing I always like to show you guys is the marketing section. Now, under marketing on here, there are two things I usually suggest taking a look at. Number one is logos and branding. If you want to pick up any type of KW logo, this is where you can access it. All right, and under logos and branding, I'm not going to click on it, but if you scroll to the very bottom, once you do click on it, you may be able to search for your Market Center logo too. All right, now if you search for your Market Center logo, that'll automatically allow you to download every version of your Market Center logo, whether it's in color, whether it's in white, whether it's in gray and white, all right, whether it's transparent, has a white background. All right, you can even get the Photoshop files. All right, so it's going to give you all those that are available for you to use. Now, in addition to that, you also happen to have the business basics. All right, the business basics on here are basically what it sounds like. It's going to be the basics of your business. All right, so in this case, this is going to be just very minimal marketing pieces that you can utilize. But one of the biggest items I like to tell agents about is this is where you can actually access your letterhead. All right, so this is where your letterhead is going to display. All right, so in that case, if you want to download a Word document of letterhead, this will help out tremendously. All right, now obviously this is a technology class, so we're definitely going to take a look at the technology section on here. All right, so under technology, there are a couple things I always like to point out. Number one is the KW website section. All right, this is where you can actually access your brand new website by Playster. All right, so the Playster website does take a little bit longer to launch than the eEdge website, but that's okay. All right, if your site is available, I'm going to click on this real quick. Click on it again. There we go. All right, if your site is available, it should look something like this, where it'll say your new KW website, it'll give you an overview about the site, and then it'll say your new website is ready, go to my website. Now, if it doesn't say your new website is ready, go to my website, no worries. All right, there are just two things that need to be completed. Number one, you need your KW.com email approved. All right, and then number two, your office will need to add your personal MLS ID to the white pages. All right, so you will need to be a member of your board in order to have this site launch. All right, now once that has been added in, typically 24 to 48 hours later, this site will launch, so then you can utilize the Playster site immediately. All right, so we do want to see your new website is ready, go to my website. Now, every Wednesday, at least through April, we're going to have a Playster 101 and Playster 201 class. All right, so tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll actually have a class over the Playster platform and how you can take it to the next level in our Playster 201 class. All right, so be on the lookout for that one. Now, also under technology, we have the KWLS. That stands for the Keller-Williams Listing System. Whenever you have a brand new listing, you'll want to make sure it's in the KWLS as soon as possible. All right, the KWLS is what will allow your listing to push out to different channels like Zillow and Trulia. All right, so when I click on KWLS on here, for instance, all right, then as you can see, I can go and maximize this real quick. All right, and then it's going to give us all of our different listings that we can actually utilize. All right, so currently, just as an example, she has 3 active listings. 17 that have been listed as expired. They might not be expired, but they've been listed as expired. And then 1 that is TNC. All right. Now, when doing the listings at a glance, we just want to make sure that all of our listings are on here under all. And obviously they will be because it's going to be all listings regardless. All right, but then we definitely want to make sure they're accepted. All right, for your listing to syndicate out to Zillow and Trulia, it needs to be active and accepted. All right, so in this case, she's got 3 active listings that look like they're accepted on here, so they should be pushing out to those 2 websites, and then a handful of other sites too. But obviously Zillow and Trulia are the 2 big names that people like to ask about. All right, so with that being said on here, if you do have this option down at the very bottom that says single point of entry, all right, that is a List Hub connector. What this will basically do is it'll enable you to just put your listing inside the MLS, and then that listing within 24 hours will come over the KWLS. So instead of having to double dip and put your listing in the MLS and then also over in the KWLS, you just have to do it once and then it'll automatically come over. Now, if you happen to have this available, just make sure there's a check inside that box. If you don't have this available, that's okay. All right, some offices have something called single entry listing that's very similar to List Hub on here too. Now, if your office does not subscribe to List Hub or single entry listing, don't worry about it. There's a create a listing option at the very top up here where you can create that listing immediately. Now, you would be creating this a second time in addition to the time that you put it over in the MLS, but this is going to ask bare minimum information compared to what's asked in the MLS, so it shouldn't take you too long to actually set this up. All right, so I just want to give you a heads up as to how you can actually access the KWLS right away. All right, now in addition to that, we also happen to have the green sheet section. So whenever you're ready to get paid, and obviously you have all of your contracts in order, your buyer, your seller is ready to obviously close on their home, all right, then you can actually fill out a green sheet to get paid at the closing typically. All right, so make sure you fill this out and make sure you go to a green sheet class with your office. All right, because obviously they might have a couple different items you have to do that KWRI might not specify you have to do. All right, or they might not require. So definitely take a green sheet class either with your transaction coordinator in the office or compliance coordinator, or obviously with the MCA too. All right, now below that we do happen to have the KW email and the change password section. All right, if you need to change your password for your myKW platform, you can actually click on change password on here. All right, now the password does need to be between 8 and 20 characters with an uppercase, lowercase, and at least 1 number. All right, so 8 to 20 characters with an uppercase, lowercase, and at least 1 number. All right, so I just want to give you a heads up. So if you ever do wish to change your myKW or KW.1 login password, all right, you can do it right here from the back end. Now the KW email section is a fantastic place where you can actually view what your KW.com email is, where you can change the password. You can see if it's set up for forwarding, all right, or you can even submit for aliases. So when I click on KW email on here, as you can see, it says KW Google Apps for Business Email. All right, brand yourself as a Keller Williams Realty agent by signing up for a KW.com email address. All right, now typically they approve these immediately, which is the best part. All right, so you can then start to utilize your KW.com email right away. All right, now the cool part about the KW.com email, not only will it have @KW.com at the end for your email address, and not only is it a Gmail account, so you can use it any way that you may have used a Gmail account previously, whether on a laptop, desktop, phone, tablet, anything of that sort, but you're also going to get 30 gigabytes of online storage. All right, that's double the amount of size that a normal Gmail account will receive. All right, so I just want to give you a heads up in this case. You're going to get double the amount of storage, so you can use this for Google Drive, obviously. You can add inside additional emails and save even more in your back end. All right, so this is going to help out tremendously with 30 gigabytes. Now to see if you've already set up your email, obviously there's a sign up option at the top up here. All right, so you can always click on sign up if you do need to sign up for your email address. All right, it'll give you the option to actually set this up immediately or even put inside what you'd like as your email. Now your email typically will need to be about 4 to 16 characters, all lowercase letters, but you can use numbers, you can use dashes, you can use dots, underscores. All right, there are a bunch of words that you can't use, like realtor, realty, real estate, all right, different items like that. So be on the lookout for that. It might not approve it for you. All right, but there is the Manage Your KW email section on here. Now, the Manage Your KW Email section is not only where you can see what your KW.com email is, but this is also where you can change your password. All right, so if you go to gmail.com and try to change your password, it's not going to allow you to. All right, it's going to say that you need to contact your administrator. Well, KWRI is actually the administrator of this account, but they've given you access to change your email address password right back here. All right, so right now I can see this is her primary email address. She does have forwarding set up, so any email that's sent to Lori Godfrey at KW.com would forward to her primary email. All right, and then of course down here I can actually set up a brand new password too. All right, so if you ever need to change out your KW.com email password, this is an option on here as well. All right, so just to give you a heads up. All right, now to show you how simple it is to actually sign into your KW.com email, all you have to do is go to gmail.com, similar to how I am right now. All right, we'll click the sign in option if it's making us sign in. All right, we'll put inside our KW.com email. All right, and then we'll put inside our password on here too. And that's it. That's all you have to do to sign right inside. All right, and then that'll let you in immediately. This should not pop up for you. That is a little plugin I've got on here, but this will let you in right away. So that way you can see you can manage your email right over here. All right, you can delete anything you want to. You can view your sent mail. All right, you can scroll down and view your trash on here. You can view your spam. All right, you can view your contacts, your mail. All right, you have your settings up here at the top right. So if you notice, this is literally a Gmail account. It looks the exact same as Gmail. The only difference is there's now a Keller Williams logo up here at the top left. All right, so that'll help out tremendously. All right, so remember, if you're ever adding this over to your phone, or over to a tablet, or to Outlook, all right, make sure to add it just like you would add a Gmail account, but instead of putting in at gmail.com, you'll put in at kw.com instead. All right, so the next thing I need to do is hop back over to the home page. So I just want to let you guys know if you ever need to get back to the home page and you see this little black bar up here at the top, all right, feel free to either click the myKW option at the top up here. All right, that'll take you directly back over to the home page. All right, you can also click the home option as well. That'll open up a brand new tab so you can actually hop over to the home page immediately. All right, so in case you need to leave this page open, this is a great way to get back there. All right, or tried and true method, in the address bar, you can just type inside mykw.kw.com. All right, that's always an option to hop back to. All right, so I'll click myKW on here just to go right back over to the home page real quick. All right, and I do want to show you where you can actually edit your profile in case you want to update this later on. Now, once again, the good part about this profile is once you update it once, you'll pretty much never have to worry about updating it again unless you really want to. All right, but with that being said on here, all right, the cool part is this will pop up relatively high in search results. All right, so like we saw when I searched for Lori Godfrey Keller Williams, it was #1. All right, so the reason you want to have your profile populated properly is because this will help you out tremendously when people are searching for you. And trust me, people will search for your name whenever you give them out a business card. All right, so I'm going to click on the profile option up here at the top left. All right. Now, once we click on that, it should take us over to our contact information comparison page. All right, the contact information comparison page. Now, on the contact information comparison page, we're actually going to have, all right, 3 different items on here. All right, you're going to see the myKW info, which is the white pages, and that's going to be just about everything you'll need to get up to 100%, but not everything possible. All right, so it's going to be a good amount, but not everything. All right, the My Lead section on here is going to be for your e-agency website that's not really used anymore, but more importantly, it's going to be for your app. All right, so we're going to talk about your app in a second and how to find that info, but it's also under the My Lead section. Now, other My Referrals is everything you'll need to get up to 100%. All right, everything possible that you'll need to get up to 100%. All right, so with that being said, this is where you'll definitely want to take a look at this. All right. And then, of course, over on the right-hand side, we also happen to have IDX management on here. All right, so once we actually click on the IDX management option, all right, that'll be for your WolfNet IDX. All right, the WolfNet IDX on here is going to be different for each office. All right, so we don't really talk about that today. All right, but it will help with your KW app. All right, so for the KW app on here, this will actually help tremendously. All right, because this way, once your WolfNet IDX is set up, then people using your app can actually log in and save different properties to view them later on. All right, so that's going to be one other way that you can lead generate with this. All right, so I'm going to click on that edit option under other My Referrals real quick. All right, so once I click on edit on here, there we go. It should open up a brand new page as we can see on here. All right. Now, with that being said, this is going to be everything you'll need to get up to 100%. All right, everything possible on here. So let me zoom in real quick. Now, I'm not going to go over everything on here. We'll typically go through each item in our 3-hour class, but in our 1-hour class, I'm just going to spotlight some of the bigger items. All right, so one of the bigger items on here is obviously the specialties section. All right, so under that specialties section, you'll definitely want to put inside everything you wish to specialize in with a comma and a space between it. This will display in a straight line, so definitely put inside a comma and a space to make sure it stands out a little bit more. All right, same with your designations. All right, if you wish to actually specify what designations you utilize. All right, if you just want to put inside realtor on here, that's an option too. All right, if you just want to put inside real estate salesperson, all right, you can do that as well. All right, but remember this will display in a straight line, so make sure you have a comma and a space between everything. Now, one of the biggest items on here is the city service areas. All right, for the city service areas on here, these are going to be different cities that you actually wish to work within. All right, so when someone goes to KW.com and they search for an agent within that city, all right, this is how you're going to pop up. All right, so in this case, if I search for someone in Cornelius, Oregon, all right, Lori Godfrey would pop up. All right, now the cities will automatically be lowercase. They do that for searching purposes, they say. All right, so just to give you a heads up, they will automatically be lowercase, and you'll just want to add them one at a time. All right, so make sure whenever you're filling this out that you add inside the different cities that you wish to work within. All right, we are going to show you how to update the website in a very quick second. You do need to put inside a referral section on here, referral notes, in order for obviously you to pop up when people are searching for an agent on myKW. All right. Scrolling down, you are going to have your headshot option on here, so make sure that your headshot is updated. All right, if you do need help updating your headshot, feel free to let us know. All right, we do go through and actually update this in all the different locations. There are approximately 5 locations you may need to update your headshot. So if you do need help with that, just let us know on here. All right, but then of course down here you can change your name. You can even change your myKW username. All right, so if you do want to update your username to something else, you're definitely more than welcome to. All right, completely up to you in this case. All right, and even further down, you have your address. Just make sure that's your office address. And then you have your phone numbers. Now, business and mobile are part of the 100%, not home phone though. So make sure you put inside a direct line of contact on here. On your KW profile, it'll automatically display your office phone number. All right, so I may highly suggest for business phone putting inside a direct line of contact instead of putting the office phone number again. All right, now moving down just a little bit further, you're going to have your bio. Now on your bio, you can actually put in anything that you want, and this is where you can really sell yourself. All right, so while this is going on, I'm going to send you guys how to access this agent's profile in case you want to take a look at it a little bit later on too. All right, because she has a phenomenal bio that you might want to take a look at. All right, this is where you can really start to sell yourself and really tell people why they should use you as a real estate agent. Now, with that being said on here, there is a character limit, I think, or it might be a word limit. I think someone said it was about 5,000. All right, so I usually suggest about 1 to 3 paragraphs for your bio, talking about what you've done in real estate or what you're intent on doing. All right, maybe talking about what you've done previously. That'll make you a great real estate agent. All right, and then even talking about, yourself personally, all right, or what you enjoy so that way they can connect with you. Now below that, you do have your display URL for KW.com. You do need something in here, otherwise you will not display on KW.com when people are searching for an agent. I typically suggest putting inside your first name hyphen last name, all right, because that is the best for SEO or search engine optimization. All right, that's basically how you'll be found in all those different search engines like Google. All right. Now scrolling down to the very, very bottom, then you also have this option that says display profile on KW.com. Make sure that says yes. All right, if that does not say yes, then your profile will not display on KW.com for other people to view. All right, that's for the public, not just for agents to view. All right, and then of course you can put inside your personal email so other agents, when they view this profile, can contact you via your business email instead. Now something weird will happen once you click the save option, so I just want to give you a heads up, it is a little bit funky. But once you click that save button, an asterisk, or not an asterisk mark, I apologize, an exclamation point is going to pop up, regardless of whether it is set up properly or improperly. All right, so the exclamation point does pop up on here. All right, so as you can see, associate information successfully saved. All right, so once we have that exclamation point on here, all right, we're actually good to go. I wish it was a green check mark, but for some reason it's an exclamation point. All right, now if it says something different, like there were errors on the page, then just scroll down and it'll actually have it highlighted in red where you need to update. All right, so that'll make it a little bit easier for you to go through and update this immediately. All right, but I'm going to X out of this real quick to go back to our contact information comparison page. And remember, we got to this page by clicking on the profile option at the top left of our myKW homepage. All right, the profile option at the top left of our myKW homepage. All right, now under that contact information comparison page, we previously clicked on the other section, but now I'm going to click on edit on here. All right, edit under my leads. All right, the my leads section on here is pretty much where you can go through and actually view all of your different app information. All right, so this is where you can actually update your app to display properly. Here we go. All right, so once I click on that edit option on here, all right, this is going to take us to the back end of our e-agency site. Now, once again, this e-agency site was supposed to retire about 1.5 years ago. All right, it's still around, but really it's only used for your app information, so we're not going to focus on it too much, if at all. All right, so there are only 3 sections on here you may want to remember. All right, so the first section is under 1.0 and then 1.2. All right, so under 1.0 and then 1.2, as it's highlighted right now, this is where you can actually update your app information. All right, so if you want to go through and you want to update the name that displays on your app, you want to display update the email that'll display when someone tries to contact you, or even update the phone number that'll display when they try to contact you, that's all available on here. All right, just to give you a heads up. Now, with that being said, all app changes do take 72 hours to update, so it's not an immediate change, unfortunately. All right, so I do want to let you know about that. It will take 72 hours to update. Now, in addition to that, you do also have to go through and obviously add inside the other items that have asterisks with the exception of designation on here. And even though the agent display name, email address, and phone number are the only ones that will display on the app, you do have to add in the other items. All right, so once we click that save option down here, it'll actually pop up in green saying save successful. All right, so once again, we went under the 1.0, 1.2 section in order to find where our name, email, and phone number will populate from. All right, now the next big section is under 2.0 and 2.4. All right, so under 2.0 and 2.4 on here, we have our Design Your Website section, but mainly Edit Site Info. Now, this is if you're wishing to actually design the e-agency website. Now, obviously, this site was supposed to go away, so I just want to put that, back into your mind again. Don't worry about this. But if we scroll down a little bit further, then we can view the hosting section. All right, so under the hosting section on here, this is where you can actually view how you can put inside your website to display or your alternate website. All right. So under the website to display, you typically want to select that alternate option on here. All right, so you usually want to select that alternate option. All right, then of course, once you select the alternate option, all right, you'll have the alternate website on here. All right, so under alternate website, you can put inside whatever website you wish to utilize, as long as it includes that HTTP or HTTPS://. All right, so you'll need to include the HTTP or HTTPS://. All right, now this will not only link up on your KW profile, so if someone finds your KW profile online and they click the Visit My Website link, it'll automatically take them to this URL instead. All right, but within 72 hours, it'll actually update over on your app. So if someone goes to the My Agent section, then it'll automatically take them over to this URL too via the Visit My Website link as well. All right, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit further on here and click that Save option. So once again, you can update this at any time. All right, any time at all. All right. Now the next thing we're going to take a look at is the final item, and that's under 4.0 for Ad Listings IDX Search and 4.5 for Mobile Property Search. And this is where you can actually view your app information on here. All right. So once we do that, if your app info is not popping up, then just click the drop-down option if it says none. All right, and then you can always select your market center name to display your app information immediately. Now everyone's going to have different app info. So the app info you're seeing on here is for Lori Godfrey. All right, everyone's going to have their own app code and their own app URL. All right, so with that being said on here, this is Lori Godfrey's app URL. Now this is what I usually suggest putting over on your business cards, on your email signature, on your website, your print marketing, so that way people can actually download this immediately. All right, this is one of the easiest ways for people to download your app. Now in addition to that, you can also give out your text code. Now your text code is going to be the code that you're seeing on here. Obviously it'll be on your computer, but very similar to the code that you're seeing for Lori on here. You can text that code to the number 87778. So it's 8 3 7s and the number 8. All right, now once you send that message as a text to the number 87778, that'll send you back a link via text message to download the app immediately. All right, or if someone's already downloaded the Keller Williams Realty app and it just says Keller Williams Realty at the very bottom, all right, then they can go to the My Agent section on the app and add inside your agent code to link up with you directly. Now you can also right-click on this QR code and either save the image as, you might have something that says save picture as, save image, depending on your web browser. All right, but once you click the save image option and actually save this, all right, then from there, you can put this over on your print marketing pieces, you can put it on your email signature. All right, there are a bunch of different locations where you can actually add this in. All right, so if you do want to use a QR code for your app, that's always an option too. All right, now in addition to that, you also happen to have the mobile app service area. If you leave this blank, your service area is going to display as your market center city. All right, so right below your name on the app, it's going to have your market center city and state. Now there's nothing wrong with that at all, but in this case, if you actually want to display something different, then you're definitely more than welcome to. All right, so if you want to put inside, servicing all of Florida, or servicing, greater Central Florida, whatever it might be, obviously that's where I'm located. All right, then you can change that out. Now remember, any change that you make on here will take 72 hours to update. All right, and there's even a little checkbox on here, so if someone does stumble upon your e-agency site on a phone or on a tablet, this will allow them to download your app instead. All right, now once you click save, that'll update everything immediately on here. All right. And of course, it'll save everything immediately. All right, but the mobile app service area, that'll take about 72 hours to actually update. There you go. So I'm going to hop back over to the myKW homepage real quick because we have a couple more items to go through for this class. myKW.kw.com. All right. Now, of course, you can also go to the back end of the app by clicking the plus sign next to My Marketing, all right, and going to Manage eAgency Website. All right, so I always tell people think of the capital A in eAgency as app, as that's going to be the back end of your app. All right, now the next thing I do want to take a look at is under the My Contacts section of how you can add contacts, how you can view the database, and how you can organize it a little bit. All right, so this is just going to be the basics of what you can actually do. All right, so if I click the plus sign next to My Contacts on here, then I can go to Add New Contacts, that first option down. Now remember, you can have as many contacts as you want to, up to 15,000. All right, so 15,000 is the limitation of contacts you can have. All right, but with that being said on here, with the contacts that you're utilizing, you can't have duplicate contacts. All right, you can have multiple John Smiths, but you can't have multiple johnsmith@gmail.com. All right, so once I click Add New Contacts on here, all right, this will allow us to go through and add a contact immediately. Now, all we need to add a contact is a first name, a last name, and some type of contact, whether it's going to be an email, a phone number, or property address. Now, you can add more than that, obviously, but that's the bare minimum that you'll need. So if I want to add inside myself as a contact, I always highly suggest adding yourself in, because at the end of the day, that's going to help you out tremendously. I want to make sure that you're on all the different campaigns possible. All right, so if I add inside my name on here, for instance, then I could add inside my email address, all right, and then I would be done. All right, I could literally click that save option up here at the top left, and I would be done with everything. All right, so completely up to you in this case. All right. And of course, you can also put inside your phone numbers on here as well. All right, or you can put inside a category if you want to categorize this contact. All right, you can even choose the different type that you want to utilize. And definitely look into these types, because I'm going to show you in a section on the groups where you can actually auto-add contacts via the type. All right, so you can choose any of the types from the drop-down or even add inside a subtype. All right, or you can even categorize them by the status. Now, how you categorize them by the status is completely up to you, but whatever categories you'd like to use for it, just make sure you continue using that moving forward. And the reason I say that is you can actually bulk add by the status. All right, so if you're going to bulk add by the status on here, then it would definitely make sense that if you think that someone that's hot is someone that's looking to buy or sell within the next 6 months, that when you have another contact that is looking to buy or sell within the next 6 months, you leave them as hot too. All right, so that way when you're trying to bulk add over to an email campaign or just send out a one-off email piece, all right, this will help out tremendously. All right. Then if we scroll down real quick, you also happen to have gender, company, job title, and birthday. Or sorry, gender, company, and job title on here. And then of course you also have birthday and purchase anniversary. All right, so under birthday and purchase anniversary, all right, this will actually allow you to go through, all right, and put inside their birthday. You don't need the year, obviously, just the month and the day. And of course for purchase anniversary, you will need the year as well. All right. Now, there are campaigns, I was about to say there is, but there are campaigns that you can use for birthdays and purchase anniversaries. All right, these campaigns will come out approximately once every year for 4 years, sometimes 5 years, depending on the campaign. That'll come out on those specific dates. All right, so for the birthday one, for instance, it'll just say happy birthday. For the purchase anniversary, it'll say, you know, congratulations on your purchase, or can you believe that it's been 1 year? Not can't you believe. All right, so you can add that in, and obviously all you have to do is just click on it, and it'll give you a little option to add inside the date. You can also add inside notes on contacts too if you want to keep organized with everything. All right, it'll give you a date and a timestamp as to when you added in this note too, which is the best part about it, so that way you know exactly when you wrote this in. You can add inside their mailing address down here, and when you save this contact, you can actually add inside additional mailing addresses too. All right, under secondary details, you can add inside another person that you may want to link up. You know, say for instance, I want to add inside a spouse or someone that's purchasing or selling with them, or a friend, coworker, whatever it might be. Now, this will also ask for their email and phone number, and that's just for you to note. All right, if you want to send this person any type of email campaign or email piece, they would need to have their own contact. All right, now below that, you also happen to have the information activity if you want to add inside the time frame, where they might be looking in, or their max budget on here. All right, or of course, you can also send out a welcome email to the contact too if they have an email address. Now, this welcome email is going to give them a password to use on your eEdge website. So if you're intent on using the Playster website, not the eEdge one, I may suggest against clicking this button on here. All right, and then of course, if you already have, you know, groups set up, then you'll be good to go on the groups and you can add them too. All right, but if I click that save option, it should in theory save this for us. Mine's going to be a little bit different. All right, so mine's going to pop up and says there are errors with this field. All right, your contact, Scott Leroy, already has this email address. All right, so in this case, as you can see on here, it says Scott@scottleroymarketing.com. It's highlighted in red. All right, and then if we come up here, right where it says Scott Leroy, all right, then I can actually go over to the contact that has that email address instead. So this is what I was saying before, where you can have multiple Scott Leroy's, but you can't have multiple Scott at scottleroymarketing.com. All right, so it won't allow for duplicate info. Now your contact section up here at the very top is where you can actually access all of your different contact information. All right, so if you want to view all of your contacts, you definitely can. All right, so you can actually view your entire database. All right, if you want to manage groups on here, you can add inside additional groups up to 1,000 different groups. All right, or you can even import and export contacts in bulk. All right, so the manage group section on here is something I always suggest taking a look at and really diving into. All right, the groups have come a long way on here, and now they play a very crucial part in your marketing on this CRM. All right, so right away you can actually add inside any type of group you want to. All right, you can have up to 1,000 groups. I don't know why I said 4,000. All right, you can add inside any group name you want to. And some of the big group names I may suggest adding inside, I'm going to put them inside our chat section on here, is 12 Direct, 33 Touch, right, 8x8 Buyer, and 8x8 Seller. All right, those are the 4 big group names I suggest adding inside. All right, and that's over in our chat section. Now, of course, you can also auto-add types over to these groups. So in this case, anytime a new lead comes in, that contact will automatically be added to the 12 Direct group. All right, and they even have it set up where it'll automatically add them over to a campaign. So this way, anytime you add a contact that has that specific type, it'll go to that group and then even onto that active campaign. All right, so now instead of having to add a contact, add them to a group, add them to a campaign, you can just add a contact and it'll automatically do it for you. All right, so it's very simple. All you have to do is just click on any of the contact types on here or click the add button. All right, and then you can actually change this out immediately based on what you want to add in. All right, and then of course, if you already have the campaign set up, you can click the add option over here to add that in too. Now remember, all you have to do is just type inside the group name of what you want to name it. All right, then click that save option and that'll save it immediately for you. All right, so that's all you have to do. Now under the contact section on here, you do have the all contacts section. All right, this is where you can view your entire database. All right, all of your contacts in your database. All right, so with that being said, you can actually view the contact's name. You can see if anything's due for them. All right, you can see if you have an email. If you have an email, it'll be highlighted in blue. If you have a phone or a phone number, it'll be highlighted over here in blue for the phone icon. You can see if they're on a group or if you want to add them. Or you can see if they're on any marketing pieces. Or you can see the price range they might be looking for based on your eEdge website. If you've set up listing searches. Or if they viewed or favorited any properties on your eEdge website. All right, how they became a contact. All right, the last activity on here too, or even their status. All right, now to bulk update contacts with groups. All right, all you have to do is just put a check inside the left-hand side, in the box to the left-hand side of the contact. So we'll put a check inside the box to the left-hand side of the contact. And once we do that, the bulk update option will pop up here at the very top. All right, so the bulk update option will pop up at the very, very top up here. All right, so once I click bulk update on here, all right, then it says, what would you like to do with these 4 contact records? All right, we can either edit the records or send these contacts to the trash. All right, so this is where you can actually delete them too. So once we click on edit the records on here, all right, we can click continue. All right, and then once we do that, we can either edit the group or campaigns. We can edit the category, company, status, or even history note. So if I want to bulk update the groups on here, I can click on the groups or campaign option. All right, then as you can see, I can add to groups, I can remove from groups, add to campaigns or remove from campaigns. All right, and then we can actually click right over here and choose which campaign which group, we want to add them to. All right, or of course, if we click the campaign option, you can actually see which campaigns are available on here too. All right, so if I want to add all these contacts over our 12 Direct group, then I can click on 12 Direct and click Update Now, and it'll update them immediately. So I may highly suggest taking some time and going through your database to organize everything by groups, as that'll help out tremendously. All right, so when taking a look at the back end of our eEdge account, you can also search for contacts right up here in the little Find a Contact section. If you ever need to get back to the myKW homepage, there's the KW option up here at the top left. You can view the home option on here, which is actually going to be for your leads, so that way it'll automatically spotlight your leads for you. It'll also spotlight anything you need to do from your reminders. We obviously talked about the contact section. You can view any listings you currently have linked up on your myKW platform. You can view any marketing that's on here too. All right, you can view all of your messages that may have come over to the eEdge platform. You can view any reminders of what you need to do. All right, or there's even the account section where you can update all of your information. All right, so if you click on account and then go to my account on here, you can actually update all of your info right away. Now, this is how your information will auto-populate over on your marketing pieces and then also over on your eEdge website. So you want to make sure this is set up properly. All right, so once we click on that My Account section, on the next page at the top left, we can click the blue Edit button. This is where you can actually go through and update all of your information that'll auto-populate on your eEdge website, but more importantly on your marketing pieces. All right, so once I click Edit on here, then I can actually update the name that'll display. I can update our title. I can update our license number or our designations. I can update our phone numbers on here too. All right, this is going to be cell and this will be the work phone. All right, you can update your external email. Now for the external email, I would highly suggest utilizing your business email address, whether that's going to be your myKW.com email, a Gmail account, or like she has on here, even a custom email. All right, it can be whatever business email address you might use. All right, because for that external email, when you get to the marketing and reply to email section, you can either utilize the eEdge email or the external email. All right, so with that being said on here, under marketing and reply to email, all right, you can choose your external email. So that way, not only on all the marketing pieces will your business email address display, because that's what's under the external email, but when people reply back to those emails you send out, it'll automatically reply back to your main email address instead. Now, in addition to that, you also happen to have your marketing website over here. All right, the marketing website is going to be whatever website you wish to utilize. All right, so this is where you can add inside the main website URL that you wish to use. All right, obviously we have our marketing address on here too, so that'll be your business address for your office. And then you have your mobile app. So this is where you can put inside your app URL to make sure everything populates properly. Now once that is set up, just click the save option. That'll update everything immediately. Now just a heads up, it will take approximately, I think maybe like a minute or so to actually update. It's pretty much instantaneous. But if you do have pieces that have actually been set up previously, they will not update right away. All right, so you will have to go through and actually change out the information on there because it's been saved. Now, any new template piece that you might be utilizing or any campaign that's set up and the pieces haven't been personalized, then it'll automatically update with this info. All right, you can also add inside your social media URLs on here too. All right, or you can add inside your images at the very bottom. Typically, the website image and the marketing image will be headshots, and the marketing logo will be either your specific logo or maybe even your office logo, so that way it'll auto-populate for you. Or as you can see, she put inside a QR code on here too. All right, so all this is editable for you to use under that account, My Account section. Now, the final thing I want to show you guys real quick, I know we're out of time, is under this marketing section. So under marketing, this is where you can actually access all of your different marketing pieces. So I'm just going to show you where to access everything real quick. Now on Thursdays, I believe this Thursday actually, we're going to have a class just on marketing with the myKW platform. And so it's purely going to go over how to utilize all different marketing pieces, all the campaigns, everything of that sort. Now under the marketing section, you have the Marketing Center. This is the main place to focus on. All right, the marketing campaigns on here, or managed campaigns, are going to be all the campaigns you can actually utilize. And then the managed designs are going to be all the different marketing pieces you can create or pieces that you've created previously. All right, but the Marketing Center is where you can find both of these in one location. All right, this is going to be a culmination of all of your marketing that's available for you on the eEdge platform inside myKW. All right, so it looks like it's popping up with the Marketing Center in a quick second, and I'll show you guys where to access everything from here. Here we go. All right, so this is what the Marketing Center is going to look like. So keep in touch with customizable marketing templates and campaigns. All right, so the main two sections to take a look at would be the Marketing and Design Library section. All right, the Marketing section up here is going to be different kind of designs that you've already set up. All right, so the monthly newsletter is a newsletter that'll automatically come out from eEdge each month, and this is one of the only campaigns that is automatic. It'll automatically keep updating for you. It does not have an end date. All right, so you have the monthly newsletter. You also have the option to view all of your campaigns, whether they're email or print campaigns. You have the option of viewing all of your different designs that you've created. All right, you can also view additional designs that are just templates you might want to use. All right, you also have the image section where you can actually view all the different images you may have uploaded, all right, or your mailing list, so you can actually mail this out directly to via postcard mail out. All right, then below that you have your design library for the campaign templates. All right, so in case you want to view all the different email campaigns, you have that available on here. You have your email and video marketing pieces, and then even your print marketing pieces. Now for the print marketing pieces, you can order printing and obviously pay for it to be printed, or you can download it as a PDF and print it off yourself too. Now you can click on any of these options on here to access the back end of the marketing pieces, or of course you can always click on the marketing option up here at the top and go to Manage Campaigns to actually view your campaigns and create them, or you can click on Manage Designs. So if I click on Manage Campaigns real quick, we can actually view all the campaigns she currently has active or paused. All right, we can actually view the campaign name. We can view how many contacts are in it, how many groups, how many steps are in here, obviously email, print, or activities for us to do. All right, when this campaign ends, what should we add them to next? We can even view the performance on here. All right, or you can click the blue Add New Campaign option to actually create a brand new campaign too. Now finally, under the Manage Design section, this is where you can actually view not only all of your previously created designs. So as you can see on here, I can view all 8 of our previously created designs. All right, or I can actually click on Design Library instead of Save Designs to view some of our different design pieces. All right, so in this case, I can actually search by the keyword for what I might be looking for. I can look for listing only designs under listing enabled only. I can search for only email and video if I uncheck print, or I can search for print only if I uncheck email and video. All right, and then under print on here, we can search by postcards, we can search by flyers, greeting cards, guides, or even business cards too. All right, so in this case, you also happen to have your collection down here as well if you're looking for just groups of what you might be trying to search for. Obviously, the biggest ones being Market My Business, Buyers, Sellers, or Sphere. All right, this month in real estate obviously is a big one that comes out each month, and then even the listing and buyer presentations too. All right, now to access this backend, from the myKW homepage, all you have to do is click the plus sign of My Marketing and go to Create Marketing Materials or Manage and Create Campaigns, either of these two on here. All right, and that's how you can access the back end of your marketing pieces. All right, so there you go. So that is an overview of most of the myKW platform for you. All right, so that is the end of our myKW Academy 101 class.